I hope it's working now. Hey, you all. I hope you're well. I am excited to do this video. My Brave Conversation videos are conversations just about life, about maybe it's broader than touch and platonic touch. It's about being brave in life, brave in this moment, brave with me, and I'm brave with you. So we can share this together. And I'm really excited that this past month I became certified as a life coach. So I have that certification, and I often find that I do a lot of life coaching in sessions where people are like, I have these touch needs, but at the same time, I want to figure out life. I want more. I'm not just about touch, but just as a person. And so one of the questions that I love exploring is, who are you? And often when we get asked, hey, so, what do you do, right? It's often like, who am I? It's defined by our work, the things that we do for, to pay the bills, or it's based on our relationships, like, I'm a parent, or, hey, Tony. I see Tony is watching live. Hey, Tony. So great to see you. Or it's based on relationships. You're a child of, adult child, or you're a parent of somebody else, or whatnot. We define ourselves in so many different ways, and it's hard to find a definition that's just who are you? How would you describe yourself? Who are you in the world? Are you separate from other people? Can you stand on your own? And I've been kind of quiet on here because the last, probably 6 weeks, I've been working around a lot of my own enabling of people around me that had some codependency, a lot of codependency, where they have been identifying themselves in their relationship with me instead of themselves, and how I kind of built that into the relationship where I made it really easy for them to define themselves through me. And I think about my clients and, making sure that they're continually checking in with themselves, with what they want, instead of me putting out, like, this is what I want out of the session. That doesn't ever feel good when I will support clients in figuring out what they want, or I will design a session for someone, but often it needs, at some point, that responsibility needs to be shifted back onto them, where people can figure out, especially with touch, what touch feels good to you. And what I think is good for you isn't always true. Absolutely not. It's impossible for me to know. So that's with touch. How about with life? Who am I? I'm a little bit of a rebel. Hence, you see these videos and you see me, all the things that I do. It's kind of me going, I love challenging the status quo. I love a challenge. I love asking questions. I'm super curious. I invite people in my sessions and in my life to ask for what you want, and the challenge for me is to be clear in my yes and my no, which is really hard sometimes, because sometimes I do want to say yes to everything, not thinking about myself. And so for me to tell somebody nope, like last night, I had a client who asked for many different things, and I was like, no, that's, no, you don't get to put your hands on my pants. That's not okay. Or, here are my boundaries. I'm not comfortable. And at some point, I needed to tell the client that, you're breaking trust with me. This is not good. And, I'd seen the client a couple times, but this was a different scenario. How important it is for me to know myself, to know my yes, to know my no, to know my boundaries, creating some healthy anger. I realized in this past 6 weeks as well in my life that I have issues with anger, and that I don't actually have, I don't display anger. When it's suppressed, when anger is suppressed, it means there's a problem with anger. So trying to find out, why have I suppressed my anger? Why don't I have good expressions of it? And it's because I have weaker boundaries than I thought. And so I'm saying a lot of little things that I'm sure I can delve in more deeply. And I'm probably not maybe understanding everything that I've been going through, but the last couple months has been a lot of work for me, personal work for myself. And learning to say no more to the things that I'm just like not interested, or telling people this is how I need our relationship to change for it to work for me. Getting to know myself a lot better. So with you, who are you? Can you be you in your world? When you describe yourself, can it be something based on who you are in here and not what you put out there in the world? Can you be brave? Is it possible? Are you willing to be true? True to yourself first. These are my thoughts right now. I wish the best for you all. I want to continue these conversations, so sharing the things that I'm learning in my own life and wishing the best for you. Okay, I think I'm heading out. Love y'all.